everybody. I gotta bring the mic down because I'm short. My name is Chloe Satterfield. I am an undergraduate student, a former student athlete, and an ambassador for Young Women for America. I am also a biological female and a former 4-year high school varsity tennis player. And I can personally attest to the physical advantages that men have over women when it comes to athletics. Not only did I train with young men my entire life in tennis, but in high school, I competed against a freshman male athlete who identified as a female. And even though I had gone through years and years and years of expensive coaching and performance training, I lost. And not because this athlete had a better strategy or because they had trained for longer than I had, but because of their inherent biological speed, strength, and stamina. The playing field, or court in my case, was uneven, and I was the clear loser. And I chose not to hold on to this loss very long, but I can tell you for sure that the collegiate and professional athletes who are forced by the NCAA to compete against biological males cannot say the same. Well, how do I know this? Because I watched the friends and family of female athletes that were forced to compete and lost to Leah Thomas, a biological male, in the recent NCAA championships that were held at my school, walk out of our campus facility teary-eyed, frustrated, and disheartened. It was heartbreaking, truly, truly heartbreaking. They watched their daughters' years and years of work tossed aside, just as mine was, as they fell behind someone who had an inherent and unfair advantage. We all know, even our friends over there know, that male athletes have an overall higher muscle mass, less body fat, longer and larger bones, and a higher oxygen carrying capacity than we females do. Men also have a greater aerobic advantage due to their higher number of red blood cells, and have an advantage in throwing, kicking, and hitting due to their more flexible and less fragile ligaments. Male athletes have consistently shown to be 10% faster in running and swimming due to their higher muscle mass and body weight ratio, which allows for greater speed and acceleration than women. And we hear a lot about these extensive treatments that they can undergo to change these characteristics. But we all know that there are legacy effects or unchangeable things that will give them an advantage for years to come. Therefore, I think we can all see why any biological male competing in our female sports competitions is unfair, regardless of their attempts to become more feminine. And a lot of people are going to tell you that that's hateful, and you can't say that, but that's objective truth, and we cannot change it. We women have come so far in the past 100 years, and I'm so grateful for the women that went before me to fight for my rights. And Title IX was a significant turning point for us, which increased our athletic, scholastic, and financial opportunities. But here we stand on the 50th anniversary of Title IX, having to fight for our rights all over again. I think about my future daughter and what she might have to go through if we don't fight right now for these protections. And it is so incredibly difficult for me to understand why the same people who cry out in the name of women's equality are trying to drag us backwards 50 years by letting men compete in our female athletic competitions. And now the current administration is threatening to trample our rights and our future daughters' futures as successful scholars and athletes by removing our Title IX protections, which is intended to provide a level playing field. Common sense tells us that female sports should be for girls only. And as an ambassador for Young Women for America, I stand here on behalf of thousands of women and girls across this nation. And we are asking you all today to stand up for our rights and defend the integrity of women's sports. Thank you.